And we are live today from the Psychedelic Mausoleum, as requested by AnitaBandaid. This is the first show of the Lightbulb Harvest tour. As you can hear, my voice is a little raw. And anyone who wasn't here on Monday, no, this is not the new look of the show. This is a work in progress. It will not in the long run look like this, but this is what it is for now. How's everybody doing? If this is your first time watching the show, wait, first, did I screw up and have double audio going? Did I do that? It's the second time that's happened. I'm really sorry for that. If there's anyone new, they're probably like, oh my gosh, what are we listening to? I know Wager says, you're so far away. I'm so far away because I overestimated how much space we're going to need to accommodate our guest today. He looks like he didn't need quite as much space. But yes, this is the furthest away I've ever been from you guys. There was no double audio? Oh, thank goodness. I realized that, well, I heard double audio in my headphones, and it was not something I would want to subject anyone else to. Well, that's you guys are being kind, hopefully. Okay, if this is your first time watching the show, here's how it works. Everything you're going to see us do, and I say us because I've got a guest today I'm going to bring out very soon. Everything you see us do is made up on the spot. Nothing is planned in advance, so we depend on you guys in chat. You guys choose the starting key, the starting BPM. You guys choose the keyboard sounds I'll be using. I will be turning your usernames into drum loops and drum fills that will be powering these songs. You guys name our tour, our venue, our songs. What else? You teach our bot Tubi how to talk. You guys do a whole bunch of things. It's a full-on collaboration. Let's see. Let me see who's here. Let me see some of the folks who are here. I see Enigma's here. Muffapuff is here. Grocery Boy Jr., Allegra, MercerSkye, Cubit, Be Crafty, Calamity Vane. Azazalin is here, or I should say Lynn, Lenina, Dom, Mr. Robert. If I just did not say her name, I just don't see it yet, but welcome everybody. I'm probably a little quieter, just so you guys, and I can't really, I realize just as the show started that my mics are further away than they normally are, and I cannot change that. But let's see, let's dive into this, because I'm tardy, so let's start looking at these requests real quick. Let's put some music in the background while we do that. Let's see. Muffin Puff says, "How was your Halloween, kid?" My Halloween, well, my Halloween was mostly spent being sick, but I'm feeling a little better today. I just had like a little bit of sore throat or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check out these requests. Oh, that's really loud. Okay, we got some milestones on this. Let's check out these milestones. I think we have milestones. Computer will tell us in just a second. Let's see. It's taking a moment. There we go. Okay, we do have some milestones. Let's see. This track is going to feature 13th Nile's 5th drum loop and Marmar's 5th drum loop. Congrats on those milestones. Yeah, I'm so far away from the screen, it is extremely hard to read it today. Congrats on those milestones. Those are the only milestones on this track. And this track is going to start at least in F minor, 90 beats a minute. That's from MercerSkye and Mountain High Tequila. And then we got custom text drum loops, 16 character from Marmar, and just straight up 13th Nile from 13th Nile. Okay, let's see. So, let's start getting ready for these drum loops. It's pretty surreal. You know, I've done this show for so long that I forget that you're not an actual audience out there. And when the screen with chat is further away. It actually feels like you guys are physically away. Not the screen, but you personally are physically further away from me. The show doesn't feel as intimate as it normally does. Now, the upside of this is that there's more white behind me, so if we end up doing a little projection at the end of the show, it means more projection space. Okay, we have our sounds loaded, it looks like. So now that we have our sounds, we can initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. I was frantically setting up multiple cameras just before the show and then didn't have time to test them. It doesn't look like they're working, unfortunately. We'll see. Maybe I'll be inspired to take a break and figure out what's up with the cameras. Okay, let's do our drum loops. Let's see, this drum kit requested by Cake Johnson is the Trip Hop Remix Kit. Let's see, do we have it? There it is, Trip Hop Remix Kit. So, we can make our drum loops. Dom says, I am camera 3. Allegra says, I'll sit closer to my laptop to compensate. Oh, I feel you closer now. Grocery Boy Jr. says, I'm pretty sure I'm under the roads. Mr. Robert, I'm sitting a little closer to the edge of the couch. Oh, it feels so much more comfortable now. Cubit says, I'm literally camera 3's operator. It's in my credits. Well, that would mean you are about just right over there. Camera 3 does not have as much space as it used to have with this new setup. I think camera 3 is a little claustrophobic. Let's see. Okay, I was buying time because our lovely program Ableton Live crashed on me. I think it's back though. So let's take 2 on these drum loops. Take 2. Okay, that worked. Okay, let's look at these drum loops. First up, from Marmar, we have 16 characters. Here it is. And I'm so small. I'm so small for the drum loop screen. Okay, let's listen to Marmar's beat raw from our drum generator. Let's check it out. Man, I don't need to do much. I'm not going to add any notes. I'm just going to do a little bit of volume things. I'm not going to add a single note to what the generator came up with. That's all I'm doing. Okay, here's the beat. Awesome. Thank you, Marmar, for your raw beat. Next up, it's 13th Nile. Here's 13th Nile raw from our drum generator. Oh, I'm so small. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's the kid? Man, no kick on 1. We don't need a kick on 1. This is a seriously funky beat. I'm just doing that one little thing I like to do with my hats. I'm not going to add any notes. I'm just going to... Here it is. 13th Niles beat. I love it. I love it. Thank you for those beats. Marmar and 13th Nile. Let's check out our sounds. What do we have? First up, requested by Cake Johnson, we have the Mini A Dark Porta. What is this? Have we ever used this sound before? I guess we have. And then we have from Calamity Vane, we have the Yamaha Grand Piano. Where's my pedal? Somewhere down there. There it is. There it is. And then from Lost Elf, we have Lost Elf's Bells. From Allegra Bell Swarm, from Azazelin. It's Azazelin Smart Girl. Didn't we have your sound, Azazelin, on the last song of Monday's show? Was that your sound? I forget. Yeah, you guys should check out we did a 40-minute jam. And then from Enigma, Eurotrance lead. Why does it sound absolutely cranked? Okay, those are the sounds. You guys choose which sound starts the improv. We could start with one of those drum loops or the Mini A Dark Porta. Yamaha Grand. Lost Elf Spells. Bell Swarm. Azazelin Smart Girl. Or Eurotrance lead. Okay, those are your options. And while you guys, let's see. Oh, and we got a 6-month resub from Calamity Vane. Thank you, Calamity Vane. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna end voting. We're not gonna draw this out because I want to bring out our guest. So let's end voting. Let's see what we're gonna start with. Yeah, we are going to start with is Lost Elf Spells. Cool. We're starting with Lost Elf Spells. Okay. I'm going to switch to full screen and then I'm going to bring out our guest. I'm really excited to have him here. Let's bring him out. This is Colin Hogan.
All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Good to be here. Excited to see what happens. I'm just going to hold on for the ride here, I guess.
Colin and I per usual, we met for the first time about an hour ago.
That's right.
So, yeah, let's move that as well on the
Not going to need that immediately. There we go.
And there's your headphones.
Cool. All right. Get dialed. I remember there's actually one quick little setting I want to change on here. It'll take me 1 second.
Sure.
There we go. Save that.
So I'm gonna we will be back in just a second for our first etceteration of the day. So we'll be back. Here we go. Yeah. That was awesome. Colin is going to be talking with us, but he had to do something quick. But we will be chatting with Colin in between songs. But thank you for those calfs. Oh, thanks, Enigma. Yeah, so yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome having Colin here. Colin brought some other things that hopefully he'll bring out on some of these upcoming tracks. Let's see. Oh, we have a 3-month resub from Cubit. Cubit says, like the new badge. Seems good. Thank you, Cubit. Let's see. Oh, and a donation from Dom. Thank you, Dom. Wow, thank you, Dom. Hey, Dad Turtle. Let's see. Okay, let's look at our titles. Title time. Title time. What do we have here? Oh yeah, let's put this music in the background that we just did. Oh, that didn't work. Can you guys hear that? Is it not? I guess I messed that up. Well, I can't hear the background music. Oh well. Okay, let's do our titles. Let's do our titles. Let's see. From MercerSkye, he drew her in light. From Calamity Vane, Song Spring. From Magus, we have Come Back and Stay. Let's see, 2 more. The First Shooting Star from Lost Elf. And one last one. From ClaraBowBunny, Antimatter Rainbows. Okay, those are your title options. We could name this track He Drew Her in Light, Song Spring, Come Back and Stay, The First Shooting Star, or Antimatter Rainbows. I may shout out a few other tracks, a few other titles. We had some other good ones. Inner City Garden from Flabs, Fireflies from Be Crafty, Synthetic Dreams, Worm Drake, One Fortuitous Morning from Lenina, Light in Weight and Color from Lynn, Pinball Lounge, Mr. Robert, wow, and Hydroponic Pumpkin Patch from cakejohnson. Thank you for those titles. Let's see. What are we doing here? Oh, yes. Colin on keys. I just played keyboards too. Oh, I played Rhodes, didn't I? There was a bit of Rhodes. A little bit of Fender Rhodes on there. Let's see. I'll give you guys a moment more. A moment more. I cannot tell you guys how many hours I've been like trying to figure out the setup in here. It's been crazy. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. What has chat chosen to name that track we just did? And chat has chosen, oh, it's a tie. A tie. The last time we had a tie, the computer freaked out. So it's a tie between He Drew Her in Light and Antimatter Rainbows. Let's see what happens. Last time the Greeks voted 5 times to break the tie. Let's see if that happens again. Tiebreaker. Is it gonna work? Have I introduced a bug to the system? Oh, it worked. Phew. Okay. And it's ClaraBowBunny's title. That track, now known forever as Antimatter Rainbows. That's the name of it. Let's see. Okay. In theory, I don't know if it's even playing, but was the background music working? Yeah, my voice is a lot quieter than normal. It's because the mic is I don't have an easy way to quickly fix it. Well, do I? Actually, you know what? Is that any louder? I gotta remember to turn that back. That's probably a little louder, right? A little louder. The music was working? Why didn't I hear it? Okay. Well, let's put in some background music while we get ready for our next track. Let's see. Yeah, and congrats to ClaraBowBunny. Antimatter Rainbows. That's louder. Is it too loud now? Am I distorting? I the way I've changed my setup, I cannot see the device that would give me a meter for that. Let's see. Okay. Let's start getting ready for our next track. And I see Azazlin. Azazlin has done a Say My Name, returning to Azazlin from Lynn. And her message was, say my name Azazlin, I can't take it anymore. Let's see. Okay, you got it. Back to Azazlin. It's my favorite username. You have to stick with it. Let's see. It's so fun when we do raids and streamers try to say Azazlin's name. People say so many different things when trying to say Azazlin's name. Okay, let's see. I forgot to set the song timer at the beginning of that song, so it was a little longer than it will say on the set list at the end of the show, if anyone was wondering. I can turn it down a little. Oh, it's a little quieter. Okay, let's start looking at these requests. What do we have? Come on, Tubi. Give us our requests. Let's see, there we go. Okay. There we go. You know, so I had the idea. It was too late for tonight's show, but as I was doing today's setup, someone did a custom text drum fill which says, well, I forgot what it was. When I see it again, I'll say it. I liked it. Anyway, I was thinking, when I have guests, instead of trying to spread us out horizontally, I think we should probably face each other. Then we can be bigger in the frame. Because I've just had to pull us back so much. It makes us seem very far away. Okay. Looks like we got a request. There they are. Okay. So, now that we have a request, let's see if we have any milestones. Yeah, I should sing to see what my voice sounds like with this rasp. Well, it's different than rasps, you know. We've had some rasp recently, but this is just, I don't know what this is. Okay, milestones on this track. This next track is going to feature William Drake's 10th request on a song, number 10. Congrats, William Drake. And it's going to feature Worm Drake's 5th drum fill and Professor Spark's 5th drum fill. Congrats on those milestones. And let's see, what do we have? We have 127 beats a minute from MercerSkye, A flat from Allegra, but it's Mixolydian from ClaraBowBunny, and we got drum loops from Qubit and Kantar. So let me zero out. Get everything back to 0. Worm Drake says, too far away. What? Not too far away. Wait, what? Wait, don't tell me I screwed that up. Did I screw that up? I think I did. Let's see. Are these loaded? Yes. No, they aren't. Oh, yes, they are. They are loaded. Let's see. What track are we on? 1749. 1749. Okay, so now that our sounds are loaded, Worm Drake says, I didn't say it, I yelled to make sure you could hear me. I had this idea, I haven't talked about it in probably 9 months, but I had this idea that I was going to build a machine I was going to call the Clapper. And basically what you guys, the theory would be, you guys could send samples of yourself clapping or cheering. And then if you clapped or cheered during the track, at the end of the track we would hear, it would mix together all the applause. And if nobody clapped or cheered, we just have cricket sound at the end of this track. One of my many ideas for the show that I've never done, but still is on my list. Okay, we got our drum fills. Let's see. The Kelper. Okay, let's fade this out. I think it's time for our drum loops. Let's see, what do we have? Our drum kit is, it doesn't quite fit, the old school funk remix kit. And it looks like it's not loaded yet. Aha. It's because I'm not loaded yet. There we go. Oh, it's huge. That's a huge kit. I love it. And who requested that? It was Nifty Guy 1. Whoops, and I should not have pressed that button. Let's see, let's make these drum moves. First up, we have Qubit the Main. Here's Qubit the Main. I can't get over this screen. Oh man. Oh man. I feel like, you know what I feel like what I want to do, Chad, is I want to like run along as the beat is going. Normally I'm much bigger in the frame because I'm much closer. Right. So I'm so small. You know, this reminds me, I did a show many years ago. I did this show. I was introducing, it was a show for little kids. I was trying to introduce jazz, to little kids, like elementary school kids. And one of the things I had them do is to sort of get them the idea of what a scale was and what improv was, is I brought up I think 10 little kids. These are like 8, 9-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds, little tiny kids, and they each had I had them each hold a note, the letter of a note, so it'd be F, G, A, B, C, in a line. And then I don't know if I had a clip-on mic or something. I basically did an improv. I didn't actually touch. I sort of tapped in the air just above their head, and I would run back and forth, like ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba da da, doing that. But here's what I loved, is after the show, I was breaking down my gear, and I saw this little girl. She told her mom, she's like, I was an A flat, and she was so pumped about it. I was an A flat. Okay, here's Cubit the Main's beat. Here it is, raw from our generator. Whoa! I don't. Colin can't hear this beat, but we're in for a treat, Colin.
I hear just a little bit of it bleeding through the phone.
It's a little intense.
All right.
It's
all right.
Could be like, speed metal almost, something.
Bring it on.
Let's see. What am I gonna do to it? I'm gonna put.
I need to play my accordion on this.
You should totally do your accordion on this one. Yeah, Colin has an accordion. So psyched about it. Oh, and Colin does a melodica. Maybe we'll have to do a melodica duet at some point.
Oh yeah,
totally. I have a melodica too.
Cool, that'd be awesome.
Let's see. What are we gonna do with this? These snares are intense, and all those kicks, and the kicks are in weird places, which is awesome. But let's put an open hat right there, and an open hat right here. Here's Cubit's beat. Here it is. It's still gonna be intense, but here it is. I don't know what we're going to do with it. It's intense, so I love it. Thank you, Cubit. Next up, it's Kantar. Here's Kantar. Raw from the generator. Kantar didn't get any kicks. We're going to give you a kick, Kantar. Kick on 1. I know. Revolutionary. Kick drum on 1. Never happens. And let's do a kick on the end of 4. And since I have this perfect stream of hi-hats, let's do something a little different. Let's emphasize the second 16th. Okay, and let's drop this snare a bit. And drop this snare a bit. Here it is, Kantar's beat. Hey, now let's put a kick on 3 too. This is gonna be an interesting one. Thank you, Kantar. Thank you, Cubit. Let's check out our sounds. We have the sub bass from Enigma. What's our key again? A flat. Here's our sub bass. And then we have, and a cheer from Nifty Guy. Nifty Guy 1. Thank you, Nifty Guy 1, for the cheer. From Spark, we have Energy Stabs. Here's Energy Stabs. And then from Flabs, we got Dirty Bells. And then from Dorf, we have Flute Solo Staccato. And then from Marmor, we have Lo-Fi Pad. I think this is the wackiest set of sounds we've gotten in a while. Noise Comp from Wyrm Drake. Okay, those are our sounds. You guys choose which sound will start the improvisation. It could be one of those crazy drum moves from Cubit or Kantar. Sub bass. Energy Stabs. Dirty Bells. Flute Solo Staccato. So much delay on that sound. A Lo-Fi Pad. Or Noise Comp. Okay, those are your sound options. Let's see. We can fade this in for a sec. Let's see. MercerSkye says waiting for a kickless drum loop. We've done some kickless drum loops, I think. Yeah, we've definitely done some kickless. Now let's do a title challenge on this one. Title challenge. Let's do. Okay, this is a really hard one. This one's too hard. I'm not gonna do that one. That's too hard. This is a funny one. This is sort of hard too, but I think you guys are gonna come up with some clever things. This is a title challenge from MercerSkye. It's called the 3-Dog Night Challenge. Your title must have a number in it, an animal, and a time word in it. MercerSkye does not specify whether you can only have those 3 words. So I'm going to say you can have more than those 3 words, but you must include those 3. A number, an animal, and a time word in your title. That's from MercerSkye. That's your title challenge. The 3-Dog Night Challenge. Okay, let's see. These are the last couple steps. I wish I had our... Enigma says, what is a time word? Something, well, so night, minute, and you can get pretty abstract with it, you know? The idea of time. Like hourglass, right? Has something to do with time. Late. I suppose late would work. I'm late. Okay. Okay, I'm into this poll. What has chat chosen to start us off with? Oh, I should have faded that out, shouldn't I? Fade out. Chat has chosen, I'm starting with a Cupid's drum loop. Nice. Starting with Cupid's drum loop. Okay. Yes, so once again, your title challenge is the 3-Dog Night Challenge. Your title must include a number, an animal, and some word that has some connection to time. It can be pretty, you know, because you can get pretty inventive for what classifies as a connection. I'd love to see some things that are not immediately obvious. Okay, let's do it. We will be back in just a moment for some etceterating. Here we go. Okay. How about for Colin? Oh, so Colin, all those things that say kelp, it's probably really hard to see, but
Yeah.
the orange kelp, what that means is that's how our community claps.
Gotcha.
And the way it happened
kelp.
is that one of our all-stars, I think it was Dom, did it originally, misspelled clap,
Oh.
and it became a thing.
It
So,
became a thing. I like
yeah. So if we get
Kelp.
lots of kelps, that's a good thing.
it. Okay, good. It's not like kelp or something. They're throwing seaweed at us or something.
But man, it is awesome to have Colin here. I have to say, like, I've really been looking forward to having people on the show who play some of the same things I do, because I'm not a keyboard player. This guy's a keyboard player, so I love you guys getting to see someone who can rip it up, absolutely rip it up on the keyboards.
Thanks. Well, you're an everything player, right? You're an etc. player.
Yeah, I dabble.
No, it sounds great, man. It's really fun, and you got the concept, which is way more than just being able to move your fingers fast, you know.
Although I would love to be able to. I keep it simple.
Yeah, hey, but no, it's lots of simple things all added together is what makes a lot of my favorite music, you know.
So we're gonna do titles, and then Colin and I, we're gonna chat a little bit. I've got some questions for Colin. If you guys have questions, run the ask command, !ASK, and I should see it and be able to ask Colin. And we're gonna do 2 songs after this, so there'll be some more chances if I don't get to your questions during this break. But first, before we start doing our questions, let's I don't know if you guys can hear this. I cannot. Oh, I can. Okay, well that was we're listening to the what we just did while we do our titles, and Colin is gonna help me choose some. So there's the list. So if you see what you like, just shout it out.
Gotcha.
And our challenges. Remember.
Right, it's gotta be number,
time,
animal name, right?
Yeah.
And some time related word. All right.
And an animal obviously is some living creature. So I'm gonna go. I dig this one from Spark, Dawn of the 7 Beetles.
That's a pretty good one. Millennial marsupials masquerading at midnight. That's pretty quality.
From Muffet Buffet, we got millennial marsupials masquerading at midnight, doing some alliteration.
Maybe
as well.
I'm just flattered that someone's considering me a millennial. I don't know.
Yeah, neither of us are really
Millennial
millennials.
Yeah.
We're what, Generation X?
I suppose so.
I think so.
Somewhere right in the
X
middle.
or Y or something?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, we're right on the cusp.
Float in the middle. Accordion to who? Except that you spelled accordion wrong, so I might have to just throw that one out. Just a pet peeve of mine. D-I-O-N, not A-N.
Oh, I wonder, did I misspell it? Have I misspelled accordion
Possibly.
as well?
It happens all the time. I'm just teasing. No big deal.
From Enigma, the 47 Eternal Penguins.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
Let's see. So we're gonna pick 2 more.
All right. Let's see. A pair of ancient cephalopods.
That's from Juanina, a pair of ancient cephalopods. Let's see. One last one.
Let's see. I was just talking about how funny it is that we call things a murder of crows. So a murder of crows a minute.
Yeah, from Azazlin, a murder of crows a minute. I love that of crows is in parentheses.
Yeah, because a murder a minute does kind of roll off the tongue a little better, I suppose.
A murder a minute.
But just to make sure that you're following the... And I guess A is a number, right? A minute.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute.
Okay, these are our titles. Let's see. So, Dawn of the 7 Beetles, Millennial Marsupials Masquerading at Midnight, the 47 Eternal Penguins, a pair of ancient cephalopods, or a murder of crows a minute. Let me shout out a few more. We have 17 Wallabies per second, Calamity Vane, 12 Owls O'Clock from Dom. Let's see. 2 Platypi gazing at the morning sky from Nifty Guy 1. The Jackrabbit's 12 Moments, Mr. Robert. And one last one, counting 30 sheep at 4 a.m. from Cake Johnson.
Oh, I've been there. You've all been there.
Okay, let's see. Give you guys a moment. Only take my notes. let me take my notes. What we had Colin on keys. I played a little bit of an accordion too. So I take notes on what happens each track.
Oh, nice.
So because they're credits and all this stuff. So
Gotcha.
and I never remember otherwise. And I played Rhodes. Oh, and I sang a little too.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if I'd be able to, but I did. Okay, I'm ending this poll. What has chat chosen? Docker says, does Kid have a cold, or has he changed his room mic? Well, sort of both. The room mic is much further away. I had to, so the room mic was going to be in the shot because we're so far back, so it's much higher. Oh, Colin can't hear this right now, but Colin, we're listening back to this.
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing these awesome, what did we call it? Man, it's not really arpeggios. When you were doing on the piano, you were sort of...
Oh, the delay. I was playing with the delay effect.
Yeah, I had
there,
massive delay on the whole master mix.
Oh, okay.
It was not just you, it was everything.
Oh, I see. So, yeah, I heard the delay and figured I'd do some runs. Get that effect.
It's one of my secrets, chat, is I don't do it as much as I used to, but is putting specific kinds of delays on the stereo mix, the entire mix, which is usually a total no-no. But I do it. Okay, let's see, what has chat chosen? We're gonna name this track Dawn of the Seven Beetles. Spark has named it.
All right.
It was close between Dawn of the Seven Beetles and the 47 Eternal Penguins. Congrats to Spark. Thanks everyone for your title suggestions. That track, now known as Dawn of the Seven Beetles. I feel like I've got the voice now for movie soundtracks in a world. Let's see. Okay, we got some questions. Awesome. I love it when you guys have some questions. So let's go full screen so Colin and I can chat.
All right.
And again, I got to figure out how to do this next time we have a keyboard player so that we're much closer to the camera. I think maybe if we face each other, sort of dueling,
And then have that makes sense.
then we can sort of then we can be a lot closer.
Cool.
Okay, so let's start with this one. This is a fun question. This is from Spark. Spark says, "What is your hat origin story?"
Oh, that's a good question. So I got this hat up at the Berkeley Hat Company. It's right at up on Telegraph, just off the main drag of Telegraph. And this is mostly when my hair is too long to be presentable hat. It kind of works as that.
That's the same concept for this.
But the main thing, I don't know how well you can see it from there, but it's got a million different little patches on here. And I figured, this will kind of go with whatever I'm wearing at any point. So that's kind of why I decided to get this one. It's just, and it's kind of eclectic and has a bunch of different things all happening, which I kind of gravitated towards. And I figured, chances are whatever I'm wearing will match one of these patches. So why not? Keep it simple, utility.
Is there a specific name for this kind of cap? Is it a news?
I don't know. I always kind of called it a newsy cap.
Newsy,
kind of after the movie came out a long time ago. But I don't know. It's kind of I guess it also kind of I'm Irish by my nationality is Irish, and it's kind of Irish sort of cap. My parents brought me an awesome cap from Ireland that I then lost, and then so this is sort of to try to replace that.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a question from Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert says, "What instrument that you currently do not play would you like to learn?" Before you answer that, why don't you tell chat all that you do play? Because you guys have only seen a couple things that he brought. I'm not sure if he's able to do all the things he brought, but just
sure. So so my main instrument is keyboards, but I started out on drum set originally, and I still perform on drums and play drums a fair amount. And then, as you saw, I picked up the accordion maybe 7-8 years ago, something like that. Been playing that fairly regularly. So those are kind of my main ones that I perform on. I do play some bass. I brought my bass. Probably won't end up getting that in the mix this time around. But I brought my bass, and I do play some bass. I use it actually for teaching a lot. Just so happens that a lot of the ensembles that I run, we don't have bass players that sign up. for some reason. I think bass is awesome and super fun when they're missing out. But it's fun for me to get to play a little bit of bass as I'm teaching, and it's a good instrument to kind of help lead an ensemble and stuff too. The main instrument I would like to play, if I could, and it's sort of cheating because I kind of play it a little bit, but I've always kind of dabbled at guitar. And I actually started playing guitar even before keyboards, way back in like 6th grade, but never got really serious with it and always kind of messed around on it. But it's such a amazing instrument. There's so many possibilities. There's so many cool things that are beyond what you can do on a keyboard that you can do with guitar that I really like. And I feel like as far as being able to create my own music and have another way to express myself, I think guitar would definitely be high on my list of something that I would love to get to a performance level. I kind of, I kind of dabble at it right now, but yeah, I would love to at some point.
I think
some other life when I have lots of hours to spend.
That's why I think you were doing it. Chat sees me do it all the time. It's like whenever you see us start messing with this stuff on our keyboards,
right?
It's basically we want to play guitar.
Right. Yeah. True.
These are like there's like pitch bend and modulation.
Right. We all have a little bit of guitar in
things that guitars do easily.
Matter of fact, I almost but did not bring my keytar along.
Oh, you got a guitar?
I found one. Yeah.
Oh man, so
that's awesome.
When Colin comes back next time, he's gonna have to bring his guitar, right? We should do a show. We should do a show where I'll have to buy a guitar, and we'll just have guitar, no other instruments,
just all guitar,
just 2 guitars
all the time.
That would be awesome.
Show. Mine's great because it's a Yamaha guitar from like 1985 or something, so it has awesome, hilarious, like old cheesy tones in there and stuff. So pretty great.
I had an old Casio once, and it was not a guitar, but it had batteries. And my dad made this strap for me, so I could just have this big, huge keyboard hanging from.
That's great. Make your own guitar. Huh? That's awesome.
Enigma says when, and then Craigasm. So Craigasm, is all these. So I don't know if you've been on Twitch before.
Not really. I know of it, but I haven't really been on it much myself now.
So one of the things about Twitch that is unique is that there are all these face emotes. You see the faces?
Yeah.
They all symbolize different things.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Craigasm, well, the word gasm isn't it? You can figure out what it means.
Gotcha.
So Enigma is asking, when is the guitar thing gonna happen?
I don't know. Soon. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll run to my house.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do yeah, well, I'm going to ask one last question, and then we'll start getting ready for our next track. So I'm curious. Well, actually, why don't you take this opportunity just to, is there anything you're doing right now? I mean, so most of our viewers are not in the Bay Area.
Okay.
We have some Bay Area viewers, but is there anything that people could check out either online or live that you've got coming up soon?
Sure. Yeah. As far as the main project that I'm putting most of my creative energy into right now is I think actually kind of how you came across me too, which is the trio I have with my 2 brothers. So I have 2 brothers that are also musicians. One of them plays drums, one of them plays bass. So we play together just as a trio. It's just the 3 of us, and have a fair amount of material. We have SoundCloud that has our EP that we released.
And the name, the Hogan
Brothers. It's just The Hogan Brothers all spelled out. So you can go to thehoganbrothers.com, or we have we have a SoundCloud, we have Facebook, the links to all of our various things, and YouTube channel. We've put out a couple YouTube videos. We have a really cool one in the works that's going to be coming out in the next couple months, which is actually both of our parents are also musicians.
Oh yeah.
So we just recently recorded and filmed a video involving all 5 of us and playing all different kinds of unusual instruments. My parents are both huge world music buffs and have studied all different kinds of music from around the world. So so that's going to be coming out soon. So as far as kind of the main things that I'm putting my focus and energy into right now, the Hogan Brothers is probably the main thing, and then the other one that I'm involved in, which is mostly just a live thing in the Bay Area for now, but I know we shot a live DVD recently that's gonna come out soon, I believe, and that's a project called the Tommy Igoe Groove Conspiracy. And Tommy Igoe is a great jazz and funk drummer, and he was based in New York for a long time, moved out to the Bay Area a few years ago, and we play Yoshi's here in Oakland about once a month. and we do a lot of collaborations with other musicians. And yeah, he's a phenomenal musician. Gets really top notch players. So we have some CDs that that you can buy online and whatnot. But yeah, the Tommy Igoe and IGOE. Cool. Tommy Igoe.
And if any mods could look up any of these links and paste them in the chat, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. So cool. Well, let's I'm gonna start prepping for this next track. So what you could take a break, and then
okay,
about 10 minutes we'll be probably ready.
Sounds
to go.
good. Grab some water or something.
Okay, let's see. Request time. And you know what, Chad? I think what I need to do is I need to have a little Twitch guide for our guests, just so they, little primer, so they can learn how it all works. Because one of our guests, it doesn't matter who it was, but one of our past guests was like, after the show, they said, "Man, there's a lot of jargon. Like, what are subs and cheers and calps and what are all those faces doing on your screen? What does it all mean?" I tell you, if you're normally a part of Twitch, you take it for granted, but it is a weird thing. Twitch is really weird. What we do here is very strange. Let's see. Okay, let's do it. I think we got some drumbles, do we? Yeah, that looks good. Mr. Roberts says, explaining Twitch to someone is surprisingly hard. I think, I have to say, I think it's a little easier for me as a musician, because I'll say, yeah, I do a show online, live, right? But most people on Twitch, what do? They're playing video games, and that is really hard to explain. You mean you play games and people watch you play the games? But I suppose, it's like, what's the difference between watching music and watching games, right? Let's see. Lenina says, Twitch is a paradise for agoraphobes. Am I saying that word right? Is it right? It is that, isn't it? Okay, we should have most of our requests in. You good, Tubi? Come on, Tubi, bring me my requests. There we go. Oh, Flavs did a custom drum fill of Candy Coma. Man, it's a good thing that I'm too old to do trick-or-treating, because this is my vice. That's my vice right there. Sweets. This is very good that I can't go door to door. Okay, looks like we got a request. Has that been stuck on? I don't want it stuck there. Let's see. MercerSkye says, my wife watches me interact with Twitch on a regular basis, and she still doesn't get much of how this place works. Yeah, it's something else. And then my show is very hard to explain. So it's like, trying to explain Twitch and the show is how do you do that in 15 seconds? You can't. Even a minute, it's hard. Okay, we should have some milestones. Some milestones, I think we do. Let's see. Let's bring them up. So both these tracks so far, I forgot to press the timer at the beginning, and my excuse is the reason we go for black so long is that I've got to manually unplug lights and plug lights in, because As you guys know, I totally changed the setup. It's still... But anyway, so I'm all discombobulated by the time I get back to the command station. And I forget. So let's see. Oh, we should have our milestones. Yes! Let's see. There have not been very many milestones this show. Let's see, what do we have? This is Mountain Lion Tequila's first key request. First of many. First key request for Mountain Lion Tequila. This track is... there we go. There's a huge milestone. This is the 300th track. 300th track that features a request from Azazelin. 300 of our songs on the show feature requests by Azazelin. That is a huge milestone. Congrats to Azazelin. And this is Spark's 25th sound request. Big number 25. And let's see, our what do we have for this next track? 103 beats per minute from Azazelin. There it is. C sharp minor from Mountain Lion Tequila. Drum loops for Dom and Ducker. And, oh, there we go. Zero out. I always forget to do that. Let's see. And just a reminder, you can be, I saw a couple you've already done some questions, but run the ask command, !ASK, if you have questions for Colin, and after this next song, we'll chat some more, he'll answer some more of your questions. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There we go. Are they loaded? Yes, they're loaded. Okay, so I probably started echoing, didn't I? Here we go. No more echo? Whoops. Okay. So, initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. Oh no. Oh, I just one of our custom drum fills was diabetes, followed just after candy coma. Uh-oh. Okay, we have our drum fills. Let's see, do we have our drum kit loaded? Oh, I forgot to turn that on. Our drum kit for this track is going to be from Mr. Robert. That sound, it's supposed to be a crash cymbal of some sort. It really sounds like somebody tumbling down the stairs and going through several sheets of glass or something. That's scary. Okay, that's our kit. I love this kit though. I love the dub kits. Okay, let's make these loops. Come on, drum generator. Give us some good ones. Okay, we got our loops. Whoops. First up, from the drum generator, it is Dom. Dom Dude 64. Here's still every time it cracks me up. I'm so small. Who shrunk the kid? What happened? Okay, here's Dom raw from our drum generator. Man. Man, this beat, I love it so much. It is something, there's just darkness to it, this beat. I think I want a hat on the 4 though. Do I want it? Let me try it again. Let me see. I'm not sure. Man, I love it. I'm going to keep that one little hat. I know it's a subtle thing, but I think it needs that hat. I dig it, though, man. Almost 100% raw from Dom. That is a sick beat. No kick on one. No kick on one. Here's Ducker's beat, raw from the generator. This is awesome, too. I think we do want to kick on one on this beat, though. But that's it. Hey, C-Mac. C-Mac says, your voice is bizarre. Yeah, so it's a weird setup. This is not the long-term setup. I have a cold. I'm all stuffed up. I'm far away from the mic, so you have more room sound. I'm shrunk. Man, 2 sweet beats there from Dom and Ducker. Thank you for those beats. Let's check out our sounds. First up, we have the 80s pop organ. Man, on that, I think it was the last track, the track before, Colin was doing this very fast comping on the organ sound, very percussive. And I love that style organ playing so much. You have to have real good rhythm precision, which my rhythmic precision is not up for the task. So you don't hear me doing that. That's why I brought Colin today, to just do that specifically. Man. And we got 2 organs. We got from who is this from? The 80s pop organs from Cake Johnson. The pipe organ from Lenina. We got the pipe organ. Is it up there? There it is. And then from 13 Now, we got Angel Bells. From Marmar, we have the PWM2 oscillator. And then from Spark, we have Final Frontier. And then lastly, from Qubit, we have the Rising High synth lead. Yeah, nice bunch of synth sounds on this one. We got 2 random organs, a bunch of synths, and some bells. Okay, you guys choose which sound starts the improv. It could be one of those drum loops, or it could be 80s pop organ. Principal plus octave. Angel Bells. PWM2 oscillator from Marmar. Final Frontier. Rising High synth lead. Did anyone watch speaking of Final Frontiers, is anyone watching the new Star Trek? I watched an episode or 2 and I haven't gone back to it, so but I hear people really dig it. Let's see. Okay, give you guys a moment more. No title challenge on this one. This is a title free for all, this track. I'll tell you the show that I'm looking forward to coming back. I think it started. Is Dirk Gently. There's a 2nd season. I really enjoyed the 1st season. I recommend it. It's very surreal, sort of a little bit of dark comedy. Okay. Oh yeah, and Stranger Things are back, of course. Stranger Things. I forgot yesterday was Halloween, and I was coming to the studio, and I saw some kid dressed up, or it was an adult dressed up as, is it Dusty? One of the Stranger Things kids, dressed up as Ghostbusters. It was a sight. Why is that person dressed up? Oh yes, it's Halloween. Okay, I'm ending this poll. What has chat chosen? Chat has chosen the Rising High synth lead. Rising High synth lead. Which one was that? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start in just a second. Again, anyone's just joining. Unfortunately, there's only one camera today. I have 3 cameras set up, but the software, something happened, and I haven't had time to figure it out. So we're going 1 camera. But I think the last track, we'll do this one and then one after this one. The last track, I think we'll do some projector screen stuff. It'll still be very simple, but it'll be fun to do that. Okay, we'll be back in just a moment with track number 3. And we're back. Man, another awesome track with Colin. Thanks for all the calps. Thank you for those calps. So we're gonna do titles. Let's see titles. We're gonna do our titles and then we'll do some more questions with Colin. Then we're gonna do one last track. So if you've got questions, run the ask command. ASK.
Should I help with the titles again?
Come help with the titles. Let me put this music in the background. Okay, titles.
All right, what do we got?
Let's see.
Oh, menthol.
Let's see. From MercerSkye, Starship in a Bottle.
Static Trajectories? That's got a nice ring to it.
Static Trajectories from ClaraBowBunny.
I like that one. Oh man, so many good ones. Synaptic Convergence.
Where do you see that? Oh yeah, from Enigma, Synaptic Convergence.
Nice. Man, I need to use people to name all of my songs. I can never think of names for songs.
So chat has suggested, I think it's over 50,000 titles.
Is that right? That's amazing. That's
so
awesome.
far. Yeah. From CakeJohnson, Quantum Beat Entanglement.
Nice.
Let's see. One last one. From 13th Nile, Not Scaled for Humans.
Nice.
Okay, those are your title options.
All right.
Let's see, here they go. Starship in a Bottle, Static Trajectory, Synaptic Convergence, Quantum Beat Entanglement, and Not Scaled for Humans, and a few others. Let's see.
Wow, some pretty heady titles we got here.
Yeah. We had Cosmic Dust Rangers from Magus, Midnight Train to Galaxy at number 5 from Spark, This Is Your Brain on Melodicas from Wayne, Hall of Menthol from Dom, and Purple Jelly Bean from Ducker. Okay, let's see. Let's take our song notes quick. What did I played some melodica, and Colin played melodica and keyboards. Okay, I'm ending voting. It's fall rate. It's a fall rate raid. The Yeehaw Cartel. So what a raid is when another channel, they end their show.
Oh, okay.
And they send all their viewers to your,
Oh,
so
nice.
at the end of our show, we'll raid another channel.
Gotcha.
So on Wednesdays, we frequently get a raid from Fall Rate 1000, which, Chad, if you haven't checked out Fall Rate 1000, please check them out. And the name of their raid crew is the Yeehaw Cartel.
Gotcha. That's where we see all the yeehaws coming from.
Yeah, and every week I give them a huge yeehaw.
All right.
But so Fall Rate 1000, I've got a bit of a cold today. I feel like I don't know if I could do something quite like I normally do. Well, welcome Raiders. Well, I'll give you a yeehaw, but it's not gonna be an epic one. It's gonna be Kid Has a Cold one. Let's see. Maybe I could do a low one. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up.
A real low, yeah.
Make it work for you.
Yeah, let's do a Barry White yeehaw. Here we go. Okay. How's this gonna work? Yeah. Okay. Here it goes. As Aslan says, "Don't strain yourself, kid." Maybe just a tiny yeehaw. Here we go. Yeehaw for the Yeehaw Cartel. Yeehaw!
I like it.
There it was.
Quite a raspy.
That was the best I could do with my voice today. But thank you, Fari 1000, for the raid. Let's see. Okay. Let's end this poll. What has chat chosen? And chat has chosen Not Scaled for Humans.
Not Scaled for Humans.
That's the name of this track. This track, now known courtesy 13th Nile.
Alright.
Not Scaled for Humans.
I think that's a comment on your how far away the camera is right now, right?
Yeah.
The screen is not scaled for humans.
The screen is not. Okay, let's fade this out. Actually, you know what? We'll let it keep rolling until it stops. We got some questions from chat. Let's see.
All right. Lay it on me. What you got?
Okay, some quick ones.
All right.
What's your favorite candy?
Ooh, what's my favorite candy? That's a good question. I love Reese's. I'm a big like chocolate peanut butter as opposed to like the super like hard candy or sugary candy kind of guy. So like I'd say like Reese's, Rolos are underrated.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Rolos. Nutter Butter.
I don't know if I've had Nutter Butters.
Oh really?
I've had almost every kind of candy.
Yeah, they're amazing. It's like
But
it's
not
like
Nutter
a
Butters.
peanut butter like cookie sandwich. It's like imagine Oreos but like all peanut butter deliciousness, essentially.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I'll go with my candy preferences for sure. Thing with peanut butter or chocolate or something like that.
Okay, and then Muffet Puffet asks, who are some of your musical idols?
That's a good question. So probably as far as, well, let's see. I can kind of trace them and how they kind of helped me learn music too, because when like I said, I started out on drums, and then I picked up guitar and a little bit, and a friend of mine just showed me how to read like the little guitar chord diagrams. And then that was the same. So a friend of mine showed me that and showed me my first basic chords. He was also the guy that turned me on to the Beatles. And so as far as like my first love, I fell in love with the Beatles, and then taught myself guitar reading through all the Beatles books. We had like these complete Beatles books that I'd read out of. And then that's actually how I taught myself piano too. Was just I started figuring out what each chord was supposed to sound like, and I would go through, and I hadn't learned how to read notes yet, but I would just figure out the melodies by ear, play all the chords underneath it. So yeah, definitely Beatles for me to get started. And then what got me more in the direction of what I do now would have to be Herbie Hancock, and particularly the album Headhunters. Has so many classics, Chameleon, Watermelon Man, and the other tunes on there, Sly, Vein Melter, are both like great tracks, kind of lesser known. Actually, I would say even that some of the stuff we've been doing tonight kind of reminds me a bit of his track Vein Melter in particular. It's a really cool vibey sort of song with lots of cool synth layers and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Herbie Hancock has always been a huge influence as far as, again, what specifically I do in music. Chick Corea as well. He's definitely a contemporary of Herbie. A lot of jazz stuff, but a ton of like synthesizers and fusion stuff, and bringing all sorts of kind of influences. So I'd say probably, as far as keyboard guys, Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, and then I gotta give a shout out to probably my favorite musician, favorite composer, person who makes maybe my favorite music anywhere in the world, which is Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is, he's just, there's no one else in the world that has so many different skills that he has and can do so many different things. And actually, I'm super excited. He's doing a show down in LA coming up. He's going to perform, I think it's the entire Intervisions and the entire Talking Book records with a bunch of special guests down in LA. So I'm going down there in a couple months to see that. But seen him live a bunch of times. He's huge, musical hero, personal hero. Yeah, can't go wrong with Stevie at any time.
So. Stevie was one of my first loves. Herbie, I think my favorite Herbie. Oh, it's hard to pick. I like Headhunters. I think I like some of the records after. I love Man-Child.
Yeah, that's a great record.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We had the three horns and wrote some great writing for that. Yeah.
There's a track on Man-Child called Hang Up Your Hang-Ups.
Oh, yeah.
And it has this lick, this guitar lick.
Yeah, Wah Wah Watson on guitar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The guitarist's name is Wah Wah Watson.
Yeah.
How could it not be amazing?
Exactly. Yeah, check that track out for sure. That's a killer one.
And you guys, probably a lot of you are like, who is Herbie Hancock? But you have heard Hang Up Your Hang-Ups because Janet Jackson sampled that lick.
That's right.
And used it. Actually, a ton of things Herbie's played have been sampled.
Yeah, Cantaloupe Island was sampled. What else of his stuff? Well, he had that tune, Rocket, was kind of actually crossed over and like as like more of a pop hit back in like the 80s and stuff.
Yeah, he was. I think Herbie was the first to have scratching.
That's right, on Rocket. Yeah. Rocket was the first like charting like single to use record scratching in it. Yeah, absolutely. No, he's always been ahead of the game. He started out with Miles Davis, but doing very straight ahead stuff, and then just throughout all the way up till today, he's just keeps pushing boundaries, and he was always very like tech oriented. So he was the first guy to like really open up the roads and start messing with all the tines and all twisting all the different things, and yeah, I love his spirit of adventure. I think that's something he got from Miles, just always trying something new, always going for something different.
Let's see. A couple more questions.
Sure.
Well, you sort of already answered that one. Let's see. Reginald Delaware asks, is there a best instrument for composing? Because you play a bunch of different ones.
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I would have to say it's fairly common answer, but I guess I'd have to say the piano, just because I feel like you do have the most possibility of playing as many different notes as possible and many different combinations as possible. Guitar and piano seem to be the most common ones to compose from. And they're both great. They both have different things, but I feel like piano just gives you a little more independence and a little more possibilities of different combinations of notes you can get. But one of the things that I've started to do a little bit that I've gotten good results, and I want to do it more, is kind of going back to Stevie Wonder or thinking about other great musicians' music that I love. Like one of my favorite modern groups is a group called Hiatus Coyote. This great group out of Australia, and their main singer and songwriter is a woman who plays guitar and sings, and then Stevie plays piano and sings. And you can just tell when I listen to they're using them as an example, I listen to their music, I can tell, okay, they weren't just composing like a set of chord changes and then they were like, oh, what's like a melody that could go over this? Or they weren't just like had a melody in their head, they're like, oh, let me figure out some chords. You can tell that they were composing it all together at the same time. So the few times that I've done that myself, I've actually really liked the results of actually, instead of just using the piano, most of my composition probably comes just from the piano, but when you are playing something on the piano and then you're just singing a melody and just trying to come up with a melody from your ear, from inside while you're doing that, I feel like it's a little less just like when I know just the piano, it's almost too easy to just be like, oh, I know this note's gonna sound good. I know this note's gonna sound good. But instead, I'll just sing something, and sometimes it'll automatically kind of just lead me in a different direction, or I'll be hearing something different. I'm like, oh, I never would have thought to put that note over that chord, but somehow when I was the shape of the melody, it wanted to go there, or I'll hear that note and be like, oh yeah, that definitely needs to go to that note, so let me change the chord underneath it, something like that. So yeah, I think actually as far as my own tools and just some of the greatest music that I really loved is when you can tell somebody was creating a melody, vocal melody, and some chord changes at the same time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so that's yeah, but yeah, definitely for me, keyboard, overall is where it's at for composing.
Cool. I think we're gonna oh yeah, Enigma says, can mods post Colin's website? Can you guys do that again? And why do you say it again?
Sure, so it's just the Hogan Brothers all spelled out. So Hogan, Hogan, and then Brothers all just spelled out. So thehoganbrothers.com. And yeah, that's the easiest way, because from that website, there's not much on there, but there's links to all of our other social media and everything from there. So
cool. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do one more. So we'll switch back to So you still have, if anyone new showed up, you still have some time for requests. We still need 3 drum fills, it looks like. At least 3. So please request some more drum fills. Oh yeah, Zaslin just pasted the links in.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
And let's see. And I think for this last song we'll do some projector, some psychedelic projector. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, if you want to take a break.
Sure. Okay, sounds good.
10 minutes.
Cool.
Hey, broski. Okay, let's see. Let's start getting these requests for our final track of the night. MercerSkye says 10 minutes. Are you doubting my ability to do everything in 10 minutes? I'm getting faster. I'm getting a lot faster. We're gonna do it. 10 minutes. 10 minutes or less. Let's whip through this. There we go. Starting to get these requests in. There we go. Okay. Oh, we got a first-time drum loop coming up. Awesome. Whoops. Did that just cut off? Why'd that cut off? Am I still live? Am I still live? I'm not sure what just happened. I'm not sure why the music just stopped. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it got all very silent. Ms. Roberts says, yeah, you're still live. Yeah, I don't know why the background music just suddenly stopped. Oh well. It wouldn't be Etcetera Kid's show without technical problems like that. A drum fill from MercerSkye, Colin Hogan hype. And we from MJ. Hey, MJ. Okay, I think we have... Yes, we got a full queue. We're good. Our dance card is full. Let's see. We should have some milestones. Let's see. No, now there's music again. I don't know what happened. Let's see our milestones. This track, we got a bunch of milestones in this track. This track's gonna feature the first request ever from Ambidextrine. It's a drum fill and a drum loop. 2 first requests. A twofer. First of many. Congrats, Ambidextrine. And then we have, this next track will feature the first drum fill from Pentimenti. First ever drum fill for Pentimenti. This track is Fallerate 1000's 5th request, our awesome Raider host. And this track will feature 13,000's 25th sound and MJ's 10th drum loop. And let's see, what are we doing for this final track of the night? I wonder, have they been working? 92 beats a minute from Lenina, C major from Mr. Robert, Ionian from Dom, drum loops for Ambidextrine and MJ. Let's zero out. Slim Hilarion says, "Where's Kid at? I know I'm so far away." Yeah, this is not a permanent setup. This is not a permanent backdrop. I want to cheer for Ducker. Hey, thanks, Ducker. Ducker writes, yeah, for guests. Thank you for that cheer. Let's see. Looks like sounds are loaded. Okay, now that we have our sounds loaded, we can initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. Now let's oh, thanks, Squidosaurus Rex. Oh, hey, Room Penrod. Room Penrod from Germany's here. What time is it in Germany right now? Let's see. Okay, let's fade this out. Check out our drum kit. Broskiff just in a donation wrote, "Buy some orange juice. Feel better, man." Thanks, Broskiff. I actually feel okay right now. It's. I mean, my voice is a little funky, obviously, but in the morning I did not feel so good. Okay, our drum kit is the Dub Smash kit from Enigma, and it's not loaded yet. Oh, that's why. It is loaded. Okay, we have our kit. That means we can make our drum loops. Okay. So our first loop, this is the first time ever, is from Ambidexing. Here it is. Ambidexing. Raw from our drum generator. Nice. We're gonna put a kick on one. This snare we're gonna ghost a bit. And these two snares we're gonna ghost a bit. Let's shape these hats a bit. I'm gonna add one other note. I want this big snare on 4. It's like a reverse snare or something. Here it is, Ambidexing's beat. Yeah, I dig it. Thank you, Ambidexing, for your beat. And next up, it's MJ. Here's MJ Raw from our generator. A lot of space in MJ's beat. Let's see. Let's ghost these a bit. I think I want a snare on 4 and a hat here, and that should be good. Yeah, that's good. Here it is, MJ's beat. You know, and I want a hat. I know, I want an open hat right here. There it is. Awesome. We got our beats. Thank you, MJ and Ambidexing. Let's check out our sounds. First up, we have Attitude Bass. And then we, from Nifty Guy 1, we have Underwater Stage Mark 1 from Azazalon. From Mountain Light Tequila, we have Hip Roads. 2 road sounds. And then from Ducker's signature sound, a classic marimba. From 13th Nile, we have Atonal Melody. And there it is, ClaraBowBunny's signature sound, ClaraBow's Crush Bunny. And those are your sound options. We could start with one of our drum loops, Attitude Bass, Underwater Stage Mark 1, Hip Roads, Classic Marimba, Atonal Melody. That's intense. Or ClaraBow's Crush Bunny. Those are your options. Let's do a title challenge on our final track of the night. Let's see. What are we going to do for title challenges? Oh, this is always a fun one. Let's do this one. Take an existing title from a movie, a book, a play, a video game, and it must have at least 2 words in it. And ideally more than 2 words. But all you're going to do is change 1 word in the title to create a new title. That's the challenge. Take an existing title and replace 1 word, creating a new title. That is our title challenge. Okay. So, in theory, we're going to do projector. I hope. On this track. I didn't have time to prepare something crazy, so just if you're curious what we're going to be watching, it's going to be some mirroring of this video created by the government about some island. I don't know. I haven't really watched the video. I don't know what it is. And then we're gonna have like this psychedelic effect behind it. That's if you're curious what's going on. But this is just proof of concept this week. The long-term goal with the light shows and why I've been changing the setup is we're gonna be doing projector shows that are totally connected to what's happening in the music. They're connected to the rhythm, the mood. Every light show is totally different. So I'm in the very beginning stages of this process. There's gonna be interactive elements. There are gonna be probably some ways in which you guys can actually submit visuals and stuff for us to warp. So there'll be a lot of fun things to do with it. Okay, I'm into this poll. What has chat chosen? Chat has chosen to start with. It's ClaraBow's sound. ClaraBow's Crush Bunny. Nice. Okay. So hopefully this will be fast, but it might take a little longer while I run around the studio getting ready for this. But yeah, we will accelerate momentarily, hopefully with some projections. So stay tight. See you soon. Yeah. How about it for our guest Colin Hogan? A bunch of calves. Awesome.
All right. I guess I liked it.
I apologize for the frame dropping. That was on me. I thought I exited my. Well, anyway, the frame dropping. I think I'm gonna get another monitor soon. That'll solve that problem. But I did figure it out halfway through the song. It's just a visual thing. It did affect it.
I gotcha.
It did affect the sound, as far as I know.
Okay.
Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me. Now you guys exploded. Yeah, I had to mute that for a second. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, guys. We're back. Let's see. There's a 20-second delay or so.
Oh, okay.
So that's the frustrating thing, is like something goes wrong and I fix it. But for like the next 20 seconds, people are still like, it's broken. I'm like, no, I fixed it. You guys are just...
You guys are 20 seconds in the past. Come on. Get with the program.
Okay, let's put this in the background. Broskip says, "Kid, you didn't figure it out. The kazoo fixed it. The kazoo fixed it."
Of course.
Is that what you guys were saying in chat? It was like the kazoo.
The kazoo is the answer to all that ails you. All you need is some distorted kazoo and you're good.
Let's see. Can we put this in the background? There it is. Oh man, we're listening to some tasty licks from this guy. He can't hear it, unfortunately. It's not in his headphones.
No. Well, I'm still hearing him inside here, so still playing more tasty licks in my head.
Oh, I see. Squidosaurus Rex says the kazoo did fix the frame drops.
Oh, there you go.
The kazoo was like the fountain of youth, but for frame drops. Okay, you want to help me with some titles?
Sure. Let's see. Over here. See him?
Oh, we got over 100 titles. Nice.
Wow.
What was our challenge?
It was like a famous, was it title and then change one word?
Right.
What was it, title of a movie, or was it a particular thing?
Any kind of title.
Any kind of title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any kind of title. I like this one, from Integer Division, Frayed Runner.
Frayed Runner. Nice. That's pretty good. Let's see. What else? Fear and Loathing in Orbit. That's pretty good.
Where was that?
Up just above where you were just on it. Above as the beat drops. So go down a little bit. Fear and Loathing in Orbit. See, it's one of the yellow ones.
Oh, okay. From Squidosaurus Rex, Fear and Loathing in Orbit.
Nice. Wow, so many options.
Yeah, over 100. When it's this many, we can't even get through all of them. It's just
Rocky Horror Psychedelic Show.
Oh yeah, from AnitaBandaid, the Rocky Horror Psychedelic Show. from Azazel and Guardians of the Anomalies.
Guardians of the Anomalies, nice.
One last one.
Well, I have to put a shout for Hogan's Hoagies.
Hogan from MercerSkye, Hogan's Hoagies. Okay, those are your title options.
Alright.
Those are your options. Let's see what they are. Frayed Runner, Fear and Loathing in Orbit, Rocky Horror Psychedelic Show, Guardians of the Anomalies, Hogan's Hoagies. And while you guys vote, let's shout out a few more. Let's see. This song remains the frame.
That's pretty good. What was that? A Clockwork Magenta?
A Clockwork Magenta.
That was in there somewhere.
Let's see. There was one I saw. What was it? Where was it? Oh yeah, from Ducker, the Hat Brothers.
The Hat Brothers. There you go.
I'm assuming that's the Blues Brothers.
Right.
This is from Magus. We from NASA, baby. Is that from We from Brooklyn, baby?
I guess so.
Did you guys play that?
Yeah, that's one of our Hogan Brothers arrangements. We mashed that together with Nautilus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Excellent.
That was a good song.
Absolutely.
Let's see. All these frames titles.
Honey, I've dropped the frames.
As the beat drops, so does them frames from Broskip.
Frames of Dorian.
Honey, I've dropped the frames from Mr. Robert. The frames of Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
St. Elmo's Water. Man, tons of good. Welcome to Existence, Wayne.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay, let's end this poll. What have you guys chosen? Chad has chosen. There it is.
Hogan's Hoagies.
Hogan's Hoagies.
There it is.
That track. Now
Just
known.
eked out Guardians of the Anomalies.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. What are we doing this? I did some kazoo and some voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you played keys.
Keys. And I did a little cajon.
Oh,
too.
yeah, cajon. How do you spell that?
Kahon. Oh, I'm sorry, Cahon, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is it H or is it J?
I think it's a J.
No, I
is
think
it?
you're right. Sorry,
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
J.
a J.
Cajon, that's it.
Okay. Let's see. So, let's fade this out. Fade it out. Okay. So, let's see. So I have a few sort of ending show things, and
Okay.
then I'll bring you out to
Sounds good.
say goodbye.
Perfect.
So we're gonna start winding down here. Oh, and why is that not working? There it goes. I'm in an infinite loop. It looks like. There we go. Am I looping still? There, it worked. Okay, let's fade in some background music. Okay. Yeah, congrats to MercerSkye for naming that track. MercerSkye, prolific titleist. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Okay, prep the end of the show. That's what we're doing here. Let's see. Let's do our thank yous quickly. Oh, wait, first, our show. Yes, our show. Our show was the first of the Lightbulb Harvest tour, and our venue tonight was the Psychedelic Mausoleum. We did 4 tracks: Antimatter Rainbows, Dawn of the 7 Beetles, and those first 2 tracks are much longer than they say they are. I didn't start the stopwatch. We ended with Not Scaled for Humans and Hogan's Hoagies. Hogan's Hoagies was epic. It's a 30-minute track. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully the visuals made that extra fun. Let's see. Okay, our thank yous. Let's see our thank yous. And we got the shout out coming up, so don't leave yet. We got a couple things to go. Let's see. There we go. Why is it? Okay, there it is. Thank yous. Our superstar mods tonight, we had a Zazzle was here. Be Crafty, ClaraBowBunny, Dom, Frambox, JYK Test, Lost Elf, and Tubi. Thank you, superstar mods. We had a host raid from Far8 1000. Thank you, Far8 1000, and the Yeehar Cartel. We had donations, or subs. We had a 6-month resub from Cloudy Vane, 3-month resub from Qubit. Thank you, subs. We had donations from Dom and Broskiff. Thank you for those donations. And we had some cheers from Nifty Guy 1 and Ducker. Thank you for those cheers. Let me thank all our lurkers and chatters. First up, our lurkers. As I always say, we have the most attractive, beautiful, gorgeous, just stunning set of lurkers you will find anywhere on the web. Though we did not see you in chat, we felt your good vibes. Thank you, lurkers. Thanks to everyone who's hanging out in chat, making tonight a fun show. Too many of you to name, but thank you. Now it's time for the shout out. If you've never seen the shout out before, here's how it works. These 32 names you see on screen, they either named our current tour, named our venue tonight, named one of our 4 tracks, and or made a request and made it onto one of these songs we did. My goal is to say all of their names in one breath without stopping. My record is about, I still can't remember, either 59 or 61, so This should be easy peasy. This is only 32 names. Although maybe I'll try to do 2 times through. We'll see. If you're following along, you'll notice I'll say some of these names differently. I'm not cheating. I'm honoring folks' say my name requests. Sometimes to my advantage, sometimes to my disadvantage. Okay, let's fade this out so we can do the shout out. Integer Division says, lurkers got to be good looking because they're so hard to see. Okay, let's fade this out. Tonight we featured the following: an extraordinary ensemble of Twitcherods, Twitcherinos, Twitcheroids, Twitcherifics, Twitcheronicas, Twitcherats, Twitchericans that came from across the Twitch universe and beyond. For this show only, these 32 names will never again appear on screen again. Just these 32. This was a one-time experience tonight. It will never happen again with these same 32 folks. So, here we go. Should I go 2 times through? We'll see. Here, I'm all tangled up here. It's all tangled up. Okay, here we go.
Allegra, Ambidexing, AnitaBandaid, Assassin, Be Crafty, Broseph, CakeJohnson, Calamity Vane, ClaraBowBunny, Dom, Dwarf, Decker, Enigma, Fall, 1000 Frabs, Contar, Lenino, Last Elf, Marmar, MercerSkye, MJ, Mountain Lion, Tequila, Mr. Robert, Muffin, Puppet, Nifika, 1, Pentamendi, Cubit, Sour Frog, Spark, 13th Now, Tubian, Worm, Drake, Allegra, Ambidexing, AnitaBandaid, Assassin, Be Crafty, Broseph, CakeJohnson, Calamity Vane, ClaraBowBunny, Dom, Dwarf, Decker, Enigma, Fall, 1000 Frabs, Contar, Lenino, Last Elf, Marmar, MercerSkye, MJ, Mountain Lion, Tequila, Mr. Robert, Muffin, Puppet, Nifika, 1, Pentamendi, Cubit, Sour Frog, Spark, 13th Now, Tubian, Worm, Drake, Allegra, Ambidexing, AnitaBandaid, Assassin, Be Crafty, Broseph, CakeJohnson, Calamity Vane, ClaraBowBunny, Dom, Dwarf, Decker, Enigma, Fall, 1000 Frabs, Contar, Lenino, Last Elf, Marmar, MercerSkye, MJ, Mountain Lion, Tequila. I knew it 3 times. Man. I think, you know why I did so well that time? Is that everyone's usernames were so short this time. I almost did 3 times. Anyway, though I said your names fast, in my mind, I'm saying them in slow motion. Thank you all for making these requests. Because as I said at the start of the show, we had nothing planned. Colin and I met for the first time about 45 minutes before showtime. We didn't even do a sound check together. We had nothing planned whatsoever. And so we depended on you guys for giving us these raw materials, helping us choose the key, the starting speed, giving us those awesome drum beats. And sounds to inspire us. So thank you so much. The show would not exist were it not for your requests. We got 2 last things. First up, we're going to roll our subcredits. Let's read a few of them. I can't really see them. They're too far away today. There's Dom, the quiet one who came to watch ClaraBowBunny. I can't even see him. I'm much further away from the computer than normal. But anyway, thank you to all our subs. We'll let those credits roll while we find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see, who all is playing today? How about that band we raided on Monday? Production values off the charts. It was awesome. Let's see. I just saw a thumbnail of myself. I look tiny. I think I'm the tiniest person on Twitch right now. Let's see, who's playing? Is there anyone? Oh, this is new. I don't know who this is. I love raiding people we've never heard before. Oh wait, there's multiple new people. I'm having a really hard time choosing. I think I gotta go with this. I gotta go with an instrument we've never rated before. We gotta raid this. New streamer. I don't know. Maybe it's not a new streamer. I'm not sure, but I've never seen him before. Okay, we have who we're gonna raid. So if you've never done a raid before, here's what's happened. After I wave goodbye to you guys, well, I'll bring out Colin again. But after we both wave goodbye to you guys, our bot Tubi is gonna paste a link into chat. Click on that link. Go to this other streamer's channel. Paste in our raid call. It is Etcetera Raid, and include your favorite emotes. Make this streamer's night. We got a nice raid from Fall Rate 1000. Pass those good vibes on to the next streamer. Let's see. Yeah, and I got our subcredits still rolling. Oh yeah, and that band was Delver. Right, Delver is who we rated. Okay, I'm gonna bring out Colin one last time to say goodbye to y'all. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you for having me. That was super fun.
Yeah,
I had a blast. It was really cool to have the interaction with the people all around the world, and
yeah,
that's my favorite thing to do is just create music in the moment and just let it happen.
Yeah, awesome.
Very, very fun.
Yeah, so chat, let's give a big thanks to Colin. Please check out his website, thehoganbrothers.com. Check out his music, and if you're in the Bay Area, watch out for his shows. And yeah,
absolutely.
I hope to see you guys very soon. If not on I think I'm gonna take this Friday off again. I know I did last week. I really want to get this lighting stuff and setup stuff a little figured out, and it's just, you guys know I'm crazy busy right now, so I will not play Friday, but I will be back on Monday, so I hope to see you then. If not Monday, then Wednesday, then maybe Friday. We'll see. I might take Fridays off in November. I'm not sure. If not then, the following week, the following month, the following year, decade, century, millennium, eon, whenever it is, it'll be good as always. Jamming, Jameson, Jimmy in it all to see you guys. And thank you for those calves for calling.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and I hope that whatever comes next includes the raid we're about to. I hope it includes dropping by Discord. I will be in and out of Discord. Tomorrow is my long day where I have to go down south to do a long day of production so I don't go bankrupt. So I probably won't be in Discord for very long, but I hope to see you guys in there for a little bit. And yeah, have a stellar rest of your week, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys soon. So I guess this is the time where we both awkwardly wave goodbye to you guys, or at least I do.
Perfect.
And we will see you guys soon. So go do this raid. Take care, and Jiffy waves goodbye out there. Okay, I'll see you guys later.